Hello guys, welcome to my channel Ben Technozone. Before proceeding in this video, please like, subscribe and hit the bell button so that you will get new video notification. So in this lecture on in this video, I'm going to explain about the topic React Native. So I prepared a PPT for React Native. What basically I just want to uh, basically explain in this video. So hello, my name is Upend Pratap Bind and I have a 4+ years of experience in Android developer and IT sectors. So today's lecture is about React Native. Why this course? So this course is basically to complete a React Native course, or we will learn React Native with Android and code availability on GitHub. You can ask question in comment box or Insta Bin Technozone. So what is React Native? React Native basically a framework. It is a framework for develop Android and iOS apps written in JavaScript with React.js. So it will convert code to native apps. So suppose you write a code in React Native, and this code is basically a single code for Android as well as iOS. After that, you have to know about the current stable version of React Native. So current stable version is right now 0.73. This is a current stable version of React Native. React Native setups for Windows. So in this video, I am going to explain each and every step what we will basically takes to basically set up a React Native in this Windows 10. So we will follow official document for RN setup, install Choco, Node and JDK, install Android Studio and download SDK and emulator. And after that, I basically add environments variable. Next, I'm going to create a React Native apps, and I will run this app through React Native framework, or we use VS Code to write a code in the React Native. So this is all about in this video. So I'm going to explain with the live things. So first of all, I have to go to Google Chrome and search React Native. So this is the official website for React Native. So first of all, if you want to basically start with the basics of React Native, you have to come here, get started. Here, this is the setup which I'm going to explain in this video. So setting up the development environment, this is, and I'm going to select this React Native CLI quick start, and I'm selecting this Windows because my laptop is supporting Windows 10 and the target OS is Android. So I'm clicking on this. So before before installing this Android Studio, you have to come to basically install Node and JDK. So this line we recommend installing Node via Chocolatey. So before I'm going to start or install the chocolatey before JDK. So for chocolatey installation, you have to click on this link. After that, you find in this screen a line like this line you find. You have to copy this line. After that, you have to open your Windows PowerShell. Windows PowerShell. You have to click this now. Before you have to basically open this with the administrators. So cross this and go to Windows PowerShell, and Windows PowerShell will be run with the administrators. You have to run with the administrators. Okay, so go to this and click yes. Here you see administrator Windows PowerShell. Okay, so here you have to first that you basically आपने ये जो लाइन कॉपी की है इसको आपको पेस्ट करना होगा विंडोज़ पावर शेल पे लाइक दिस. आफ्टर दैट यू हैव टू हिट द एंटर बटन and then that's chocolatey is installed in your system. If you want to check, you have to write, you have to basically after installing you have to again open this Windows PowerShell with the administrators. And okay, here you have to I opened basically multiple windows of, so you have to write choco to check whether chocolate is installed in your system or not. So click enter button. Yeah, so in my system there is a chocolatey version v2.2.2 is installed as you see. So after that you have to install next thing, that is chocolatey is installed in your system. Now go back and first install this latest version of JDK, and you have to copy this line for Node.js. But before copy this line, you have to install JDK 17th version. Here it is mentioned open JDK 17th version. So you have to install, go to JDK kit. This is a 17 version, or you have to go to install JDK. So JDK 17 download for Windows 10. Okay, click on this link. This is a 17.0.10. Okay, so go to this which system you are. So Windows 64, you have to click this and download in your system. After that you have to install this with where this path is in your folder in your system. Go to that path and install this JDK. And if your system is having JDK, then you have to check with this Java C version. So in my system Java C 17.0.10 is already installed. After that you have to go to this link and copy this link and open your here this next line is open an administrator command prompt. So for this line you have to open your administration command line. So I'm going to close this window and open CMD in my system, and I have to open this with the run as administrators. Click on this, and I have to copy and paste these things. Just paste these things. If you basically in your system and you see Choco is installed already. Yeah, this Choco chocolate is installed in your system. So paste this line and click enter. After that, Node.js is already after that it will take 2 to 3 minutes, and then Node.js आपके सिस्टम में इंस्टॉल हो जाएगा। और उसको चेक करने के लिए, Node.js को चेक करने के लिए नोड वी लिखना होगा आपको। सो या सो दिस वर्जन v20.1.11.1 is installed in my system, as I already uh, installed this Node.js. So after this setup, so we are going to next, which is we have to install Android Studio in our system. So go to check Android Studio. Android Studio. Okay, here in this there is updated one is download Android Studio Lugana, and this is the updated version of Android Studio. So you have to click on this to basically download the, and after clicking you have to install with, after clicking this you have to install this version in your system. And when you install this system, you have to go to like this, install the Android SDK. For Android SDK installation you have to go to the path, you have to find this SDK path you find in the, if you install that JDK then you will definitely find this path. Go to user, go to UPBand, and here app data, after that local, after that Android, so SDK, this is SDK. You have to copy this and go to cut this and open your Android SDK. If you install your Android SDK, you got this, um, go back, go and search in your system Android SDK. So in my system it's older version of, so I'm going to click close this project. And so okay, so I'm going to open new project like this. Wait a minute, new project, new activity, next, finish this. It's opening. So you see this SDK path is here. So in my system it's already set it in the path in the Android SDK. And okay, I'm going to finish this, and next I'm going to open this this settings and search SDK. Android SDK. So here you see the Android SDK location, C user UPWin, and then app data local Android SDK, Android then SDK. So you have to click on this show package detail. If you didn't find the above things, you have to click and you have to basically go in this, go to in React Native, and you find this. You have to install Android SDK, Android SDK platforms, Android virtual devices, and if you are not already using Hyper-V, then performs these things. After that, you have to Android SDK platform 34. You have to install Android SDK platform 34. So Android SDK platform, this is the Android SDK platform 33, and this is Android SDK, wait a minute, Android SDK platform 34, and you have to okay, after that install 0 install x86 atom 64 system image. So you have to go and install or Intel 86 atom system image. This, click on this things, and then next apply this button or go to SDK tool. You have to click on this 34, and after that apply this, and then okay, then close this window and you will get that things. Okay, so this is setups, and after that you have to close this project, and you will find here Android virtual device manager. Here I already have this device manager, virtual device manager. So if you want to add or create an Android virtual device manager, you have to click on this plus button. After that you have to select any of this name, pixel 5, pixel 3, pixel 2, pixel XL. So I'm going to select this one. Next, I'm going to select 31 as this is the API level, and this is Android release name, and API level 31. And after that this is the Android 12 Google Play in your device. Next, click on next. After that you find these things, and when you click finish, then you got this things which I have right now, pixel 2 API 34. Okay, so close this window also. After that you have to close this window, and if you want to basically, after that you have to set up an environment in your environment variable, configure Android home environment variable. So for this you have to search in your system environment variable. Here you find this edit system environment variable, click on this environment variable. After that, here you see that I've already basically set up the Android home, which is the same address which is I show you from the local C, which is C user within app data local Android SDK. If you want to add new, then you have to click this. If you want to edit this, you have to click this, like this. You see it is appearing like same as this one, these things which is in the React Native. It is also appearing like this, Android home, like this. Okay, click on OK. This is setup done. After that click on OK, and you see mm, a chocolate is installed in my system. So I already installed that chocolate, so it is the path is set here. And after that there is some one path. You have to click on this link and click on the edit. Here you have to set this path as DK platform. So for that you have to click on this, go to your C drive. After that go to your users. After that go to event. After that go to app data, click on local, click on Android, click on SDK, then click on platform tools, click on platform tools. So you have to copy this path, hold, click on this, wait a minute. So click on this, copy this path and cancel this and paste here as a new. You have to click this and paste here. I already have that, then I have to click cancel this window, cancel with this window. You have to click OK to basically, after that click OK and setup is ready. After that you have to copy this things if you want to check the path is set or not. So for that you have to open PowerShell, PowerShell, Windows PowerShell. You have to paste, click on this. You see Android Home, which we basically set the path of Android Home is appearing, and here we also set the path. Yeah, this one. You see in this there is already path is there. So after checking this you have to close this window, and after that you have to, okay, so open your cmd command, cmd command, and copy this path. This command is basically says that if there is an any React Native CLI is already installed in your system, then it will uninstall that, and after that you have to click on this things, copy this and uninstall this. After that you have to copy, you have to, if you want to, okay, so like this you have to paste, and then it will appear. If it is there, React Native is there, then it will uninstall, or after it is, if it is not, then you should install this. You should write the command npx React Native latest, like this. You have to copy this, and here close this. First of all I close this, and cmd, open my cmd. You have to paste this, and this is basically create a React Native project. So I already have a React Native project with the first project name, first project name, like this. You have to, like this I have already created. Then you have to click on mm, click on enter. After that it will take 2 to 3 minutes, and most probably your project is ready for the run. So if you want to change the directory of any, if you want to change the directory, then you have to click on this. Then if you want to change the directory of, and want to create a new React Native folders, and want to paste or want to create a new project for in that folder, then you have to change the directory with the cd dot, enter that cd dot enter new cd d. Now wait a minute, okay, and d, you came d in the folder. After that you have to, if you already have the this. If you already have like this, wait a minute, and like this I have a React demo project and this one. So I already created this project, so I copy this path and go to cd and paste this path, and now I'm came here, and now I have to add cd, and I have to add project first, my project name, first project. Click on this, enter. Now next things, my project, first project is a React Native already I've created. After that you have to write this things, npx react native react native react native run android. Like this line you have to write where your project is. Like I created my first project as a React Native project, so I came here this in this path and write this command and hit enter button. Now you see it's running, and it will take time to execute. So meanwhile you have to, if you don't have a visual VS Code, then for that basically in my system I have a VS Code. I suppose that in your system this VS Code is not, so you have to install your VS Code also. Go to Google Chrome and search VS Code. VS Code here, down, go to download, and if your Windows is Windows 10 and 11, you have to click on this button, then it will download the Windows and download this VS Code in your Windows 10. After that, if your system is a Ubuntu or Linux or something, that Debian, and then you have to install this. If your system is a Mac, then you have to click on this link. After that, after downloading, you have to install the VS Code. Okay, and then so if you want to check how many things are there uh, in your system, then you have to go to control panel, click on this, then go to programs. So here you see Android Studio, you should have Android Studio, then you should have you should have Microsoft Visual Studio Code. After that you should have Node.js. So these things you should have. Okay, and this is the JDK 17. When you install the JDK in your system, then here you see the JDK 17. Okay, I basically cut this window and check either it is run or not. Yeah, it run successfully, and if you see in my this Android Studio, this is and the project in this application is game, and this application looks like this. If you want to change anything in this, then you have to go to VS Code and go to app file, and if you want to change anything, like if you like step 1, see step 1 is there, then Pratap Pratap Bind, like this, and control save. You see I think updated. things happened. Controls, after clicking Control Save, Control S, then it will see updated bind pata bind here. If you see your changes, means here. If you want, I'm an Android developer. So after writing this, you have to control and press S. Then here you see I'm an Android developer. So like this, you have to update each and everything. Hope I think I'm done with this, all the settings which basically needs for React Native. So if you want more videos on React Native, you have to follow my channel or subscribe my channel. And if you have any question, you have to ask a question in the comment or in the in my Instagram, that is Bin Technozone. You have to follow if you want to want more information about React Native, you have to follow that. Thank you very much.